I did a big order on YesStyle again, which is where I get all of my Asian beauty. And I also got some stuff from SHEGLAM because I really enjoy their makeup as well. So this is the stuff that I got from SHEGLAM. And then this is all of the stuff from YesStyle. So this is the TIRTIR Mask Fit All Cover Cushion in the shade 17W French Vanilla. This is the current size that I have, the mini version. This one I'll just keep when I travel now. That's the size difference. This is huge. How many grams? So this is 4.5 grams and this is 18 grams. So 4 times the amount. So it says lift up. There's a lot. I'm going to leave that closed for now because I'm not going to use it just yet. But I can already tell there's a lot more makeup. Even on the surface of that, like I probably won't even have to press down for a while because there's actually excess makeup sitting on top of the little sponge. You've probably seen the red version of this online. That one is slightly less coverage, I think, and a little bit more glowy. This one's matte, but it still has a shine to it, I find. Now, I saw this on TikTok. Holy crap. Oh, it's huge. Medicube Deep Vita C Pad. Oh, wait. Did I buy the wrong one? Yeah, I did. Or was I meant to buy this? Actually, maybe I was meant to buy it. Anyway, the one that I saw on TikTok was a fancy vitamin C. So it was the same brand. It had all these little, they looked like little egg yolks suspended in this clear jelly essentially. And it comes with a little spatula and you scoop out a little yolk, yuck, just like a vitamin C. And then you put it on your skin. So I guess it's just like a fancy way of suspending the vitamin C or storing it. I don't even know. But these are Deep Vita C Pads. Vitamin water, vitamin C derivative, niacinamide 2%. After washing face, use embossing side of pad to gently wipe facial skin from center outward. As a first step in skincare, use opposite side of pad to wipe facial skin once more. Gently pat to absorb any extra toner on face. Close the lid after use to prevent pad from drying. Maybe I got this one because I liked it. It was just a pad. I don't know actually. Oh my gosh. There is just an extra level of care. Asian beauty just feels so elevated. It's like they're just light years ahead of us. And it's the same little opening thing as well. Inside that. That is just so cute. So let's peel this open. And then you'll just pick a little pad. It smells super nice. Like really fresh, like orangey almost, really fresh. I love that so much. And then you put the little tongs back. Oh my god, so cute. I'm really excited to try more Korean skincare, or even just not Korean, just like Asian skincare. I just don't even know where to begin. There's so much. This is another skincare product. Oh, I love that soft touch finish, which is the finish that Glash face uses. So this is by the brand Some by Me, a bi-phase serum formulated with vegetable oil and moisturizing essence to minimize moisture loss and maintain the optimal water-oil balance. While AHA, BHA, PHA, Centella asiatica extract and tea tree leaf water help smoothen skin texture. Benefits: skin concerned with rough texture or excess sebum. After lightly shaking the product, apply it following the skin texture using fingertip. After applying the product, cover your face with hand for better absorption. As in like that? Avoid eye area. Any of the skincare I bought was after reading the reviews because there are so many great reviews on there and some people even post photos and stuff, so I didn't buy anything that didn't have really good reviews. So you've got to shake this and then it becomes like a milky looking formula rather than clear. Let's see what it smells like. It doesn't have a smell, it's just fresh. Cool. I think those are the only 2 skincare products I got. I don't really know what these are. This one says, that's so small, features: after the light lip freeze touches the lips, it turns into a dewy texture, which is not greasy or sticky and can be blended with the lips, making the lips more plump and blending with the lip color naturally. This one, I'm not actually really sure how it works. Oh, the packaging is just so cute. I saw on Reddit, someone was saying that her boyfriend bought her a palette from one of these brands, an eyeshadow palette, and it was cute, but the formulas were very sheer. And someone commented saying, I don't know why Korean beauty is so, everything's so sheer. Like you have to work so hard to kind of build it up. And then someone else commented and said the current beauty trend in Korea, I think, was a watercolor trend where everything looks very soft and pretty, and I can't remember what they said exactly, but it was something along the lines of just generally as well, Asian beauty isn't about high coverage products. That's very much a Western thing. If you want something that's sheer and light and soft, that's Asian beauty, and that's what I'm loving at the moment. So the person said Western beauty does not do that. They go out with really intense full coverage powders and eyeshadows and everything, really strong color payoff. But then in Asian brands, you'd really struggle to find nude lip products because it just doesn't really suit fair skin as much like the bright colors do, which again is why I've been loving Asian beauty so much, because I'm not wearing nudes anymore. Like, I'm accentuating my natural lip color. So it's interesting seeing the differences, because I saw that palette and I was like, oh my god, they really like colors. They're saying they're really sheer, which is all I'm looking for eyeshadows at the moment. So I guess I am also the target audience, even though I'm a Westerner. I still have no clue how to use this. I think you just scoop some out of the side with this little spatula thing. You just scrape some out. What did the box say? Oh, I've already thrown it on the ground. And then you put this thing. I like that this bit goes in the middle, so it's not just sitting in, it's not festering in the formula. Oh wow, it does go very, oh my god, look how dewy that gets. The colors, unfortunately, probably not. What color is this? 527, I think. It might look better when I've got actual makeup on, but I love the finish of that. Oh, that's what I just love about this makeup, is everything is just so subtle, light and blendable. Very cute. Now this is exciting. So I've had this one for a while, but this is a new one that I just got, which is more of a reddish shade. I wish they had more shades of this. The other ones weren't really, I think they were too light or something, or maybe too brownies. I can't remember. This is the Moisture Cushion Blush by fmgt in the shade, I don't know, 01, and this is 02. Oh, I just love the packaging as well. Ooh, so fun. So to compare, I don't know how I'll go with this color, because it's not, I don't know. These colors I don't really like as much, but maybe I just need to try it. Oh, this is so comfortable on the lips. I think this is another blush. Matte cream blush. Oh, that's right. Pudaier? I don't know how to pronounce that. Pardon. I'm already loving the color of the packaging. So nice. Oh wow. Oh gosh, what have I done? I've got a really matte sunscreen on right now, so this is not a good idea. God. And it doesn't help that this is also matte. So I'm applying matte to matte, which means that I don't have the kind of slip that comes with a more dewy formula. I've actually blended out really nicely. Well, seeing as I did that, I may as well apply some of this red one then, hey. Okay, it's probably just gonna look way too pink because I don't have any foundation on. This one's in the shade 06. I might just put the entire list of things that I bought in non-chronological order in the description. Once my skin settles down, you can see it. And that actually looks totally fine. It looks more natural if anything. That one looks more of like a bluish pinky color, obviously, because it was, but I'm keen to see how it looks with makeup on. What's this? Glass and highlighter. Luxury Koshort. Look at the little cat with glasses and a hat on. This is in the shade 01 Moon Glow. My moon tan, I think, was the lightest one, or the more like most neutral. See that little cat cut out? That's so cute. Such an attention to detail with these brands. Oh my god, even the plastic, can you see? I thought the powder had broken, but it's not. It's just that the actual plastic itself has glitter in it. If you can see. Currently the only highlighter that I use is by Hourglass. It's the only one that doesn't have any kind of tint. So I'm hoping this is similar to that in terms of it doesn't look too pinky, too silvery, but it has enough of just a really nice natural highlight to it, which seemed like it would from the reviews. I don't know how much to grab. I'm not used to these formulas. I think that looks beautiful. Yes, that is what I'm after. That looks really nice. I still find it so funny that the shade is Moon Glow. Yikes. Oh, actually, it reminds me, I've got all these other SHEGLAM products that I've forgotten about. I wanted to try this one. It came packaged in foam because it's a glass jar. So this is basically a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. It's the SHEGLAM Sunburst Glow Mixer. Calling all glow enthusiasts, our SHEGLAM Sunburst Glow Mixer is wearable sunshine in a bottle. Achieve magical glow forward looks by wearing it alone, mixed with, underneath, or on top of your favorite foundation. Featuring a high gloss formula nourished with 3.5% squalane, providing a unique skincare feel. This mixer helps smooth skin, refine pores, and offer a stunning, soft focus shimmery look. So What I like about this is that this one is white. So it's gonna have a doe foot applicator. I assumed it would if they're gonna be copying Charlotte Tilbury. So I can apply it on my forehead because it's so shiny from the Botox. I don't know, let me just put some here. Oh wow. My face is gonna look crazy at the end of this. I'm gonna have so many different patches where I've tried different products. I think what I had in mind when buying this was 100% under makeup. Now that it's drying down, that actually looks really nice. But it's definitely like, I wouldn't probably apply it there. What I'm thinking, and it does have a bit of a sticky, feels a bit tacky, which I don't like. I'll be covering it anyway. That might be an issue then. It defeats the purpose. I always find with these things, I always want to cover them with some kind of powder because I hate that they feel dewy. Then it defeats the purpose, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm thinking I might apply it around here where I like to apply highlight. I never set this area with powder because I want to keep my blush and my highlight looking kind of lively and natural. So I think I will just use that in those areas, but I might even just one day try it. I wouldn't do it on my forehead because I got nothing on my forehead. That's just Botox giving me that shine. Down my nose here. I wouldn't put it on my chin like I just did then. Not here, and that's it there. So it'll probably last me 1,000 years. I've got another powder highlight, pure Glash. There was a reason they called it Glash. It was like glass and shine or something. They merged two words together. This is in the shade Clear, which I found very interesting. A clear highlighter, which I loved the sound of because like sometimes they can be quite pinky or silvery, a bit more of a champagne shade, or have a bit more of a yellow tone, which I don't want any of those. I want clear. I just want shine. Like that one there was really good. Didn't leave behind any cast on my skin. This one was definitely a silvery kind of tint. Just what care to have packaged that with a little piece of foam. There was one that I bought, it must be this one, that said it was quite fragile. So it still definitely has a bit of a pinkish tint, but I'm sure it's really hard to avoid that. Where am I going to apply this? I'll apply it here. Again, I don't know how much to take. That one's got more of a pink tint, which I'm not a fan of, but I won't cross it off the list completely, but I probably won't reach for this one as often. Yeah, it's actually quite a strong pink tint. What if I do like change of mind returns? If you don't like it, if you can return it or something. That's a shame. Now, this one is called a Mascara Fixer. I've heard about these. I spoke to my Italian manufacturer who's working on another tubing formula, and I had a call with her and I was like, have you heard about these mascara kind of primers? And she said, it's funny you say that because it's something that we've been hearing a lot about very recently from other brands. So they're starting R&D, research and development into this kind of formula, which is great. Now it says mascara fixer that coats each lash, making mascara stay perfectly without smudging or drooping. After using an eyelash curler, apply before or after mascara. So essentially what this is, and I really want to come out with one if I like it, obviously, our own version. So it's black, or no, it's not black, it's grey, it has a grey tint. So I think this could be a game changer product if it works as intended. Because you might think, why not just apply a waterproof mascara? As I was speaking to the manufacturer in Italy as well, she was saying that the issue with waterproof mascaras, which I've known in the past, is that they don't build volume very well. So you might find that waterproof mascara is the only formula that holds a curl with your lashes, but then you're not getting that volume that you want or need. This is where this comes in. So you would use something like this after you've curled your lashes like I've just done. Then you'd go in with, say, Lounge Face Lash, which on its own may have not previously held a curl for you, for example. And then you could use this first, something like this, and then apply your favorite mascara afterwards. And you get the benefits of the mascara while still being able to hold a curl. So that's what I'm thinking this is going to be good for. I don't know, I had mixed reviews. I think you meant to only use a light coat. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, so it's kind of left my lashes feeling a little bit hard. I'm not going to do this eye, I'm just going to do this eye. This is a Lounge Face sample that I've developed with the Italian lab that I've been just literally speaking about. So I'm going to apply it on my other lashes first, the ones that don't have anything on them. So because I'm planning on creating like a lot of different mascara formulas catered to specific lash types, or not even a lot of different formulas, just like making sure that every lash type is catered for, especially Asian lashes, because I know you guys struggle the most when it comes to mascara. I've just made a mess, but that's that one. Let me dip back into the tube actually so I have enough product on the wand. Let's see what this feels like. Okay, so it's not going to be exactly the same as going onto little bare lashes. It feels kind of like I've already got a layer of mascara on and I'm trying to layer it on top, but I don't think it should cause clumping problems. If anything, it's just making a bit of a mess because I'm really trying to push it into my lashes, which is then meaning that my lashes are touching my skin. It looks like that primer acts as a bit of a base too, because that side looks a little bit more voluminous. I'm gonna let that dry and then afterwards I'll clean it up. In the meantime, ooh, Crystal Jelly Glaze Stick. This is from SHEGLAM. SHEGLAM is very underrated, I believe. It is a Shein brand, so if you don't like using Shein, no probs. But if you do not fall into that category, then it's definitely worth checking out. Really affordable, but it's not unsafe. There's a really bad stigma around makeup made in China. Some brands are probably really bad and cheap, but this one is not. There's lots of certification around it, very transparent about the fact that they're aware that people are probably nervous to try it, so they're kind of like overcompensating and really being very clear about what's in their products. Turn up the heat. Oh my god, who can read that? I have generally good eyesight and that is impossible for me to read. Turn up the heat with our SHEGLAM Crystal Jelly Glaze Stick. This dazzling wonder combines water and glazing pearls to deliver a wet, lightweight, sparkling finish with a single swipe. Oh gosh. With its unique, solid yet jelly formula, you get a bouncy crush gemstone effect, bless, and a refreshing glass-like shine, just like the dazzle of a galaxy. Oh, wow, poetic. Just going back onto the mascara thing, it means that we'll probably have to develop and sell a waterproof eye makeup remover, because we're also going to come out with a waterproof mascara as well. So I'm going to need to come out with a makeup remover that's very gentle but effective so that we can all safely remove these products. Can you tell a difference? This one here with my twitchy eye has the primer and this one doesn't, but they're both curled. This is in the shade, oh my god, it's even smaller writing, Starlit Silver. Nicely packaged with a little cap on the top. This is actually going to be too bronzy, I think. That looks like one of those roller balls that you put underneath your eyes, like those cooling roller balls. Is this going to be so hard for me to take off? Ooh. Oh wow, it literally is. Oh my god, it's so cooling. That's so cute. I love this. I want to do it super subtly, because I don't want it to be actual glitter on my eyelid, which it kind of is, but I think I probably applied too much. That would last you forever. That is so pretty. Do I have any more eye things that I need to try? No, so let's do the other eye. I'll try to do this even more gently. Could just do some little tappies. That's what I love now. Just, that's so subtle. I don't actually know if you can tell. It's a fine line for me. I don't want it to be, because I don't like it drawing attention to myself when I'm out in public. So I don't want it to be glittery. I just want it to be so soft and delicate that in a certain kind of light, you can see it. But otherwise you can't. Like, that's a bit more intense, but even still, if you're looking just straight at me, you can't really tell because it doesn't have a color to it. It's just a sparkle. There are lots of lip products. Let's try this tint first, the Dear Darling. I have the other one of this. It is more of a pinky shade, I believe. Incorrect. It is more of a natural shade. This is the new one. The old one is in the shade Mono Plum. This one is in the shade Grape Soda. Oh, it's very intense grape, very artificial grape. If you don't like that, you will not like this. Oh, I love this. So as you can see, I'm actually going outside of my lip line intentionally, but you always have to blend it out. And this is the tricky part. This is what I just uploaded a video recently on Instagram, my Christmas makeup look. And I cracked the code with lip liner. I used a SHEGLAM lip tint marker thing. I applied it quite heavily on the outside of my lips and then did my makeup after, my foundation after, And the color went from almost like this shade, but a bit more intense, so it was a bit jarring, I had a rash on my mouth, to after the foundation was applied, a really nice purpley shade, which was the color of my lips, and it lasted the entire day. With eating, with touching my face all the time, with talking, with wiping my mouth, it looked the exact same. I'll link the video in the description. Oh, Mia's barking. I was actually worried that would be way too bright, but that is such a good color. You don't want to get too much of it on your actual lips because they are already so much more pigmented than the skin surrounding it. So if you do it on your actual lips and then on the skin, the lips go darker and then you get this kind of obvious separation. So you really have to just try and blend it out as much as possible after you've applied it to the outside of your lip line. And then if you get on the inside, like you can kind of see it here, it's gone darker. If you get it on there, you have to just try and blend it out as much as you can. Spoiler alert, I don't think I'm going to be releasing those lip liners anymore, which I know is super disappointing for a lot of people, but since I've changed my makeup style, I haven't been reaching for them, and I've had some issues with my manufacturer. I don't think I'm going to do any more brow products. I think I'm going to like discontinue the brow products. A lot of kind of little signs have been popping up, and I think it's just the right move to make, unfortunately. So it's also, in my heart, I know it's the right thing to do, which is what I've got to follow, especially with the lip liners, because I just don't use that kind of lip product anymore, because I've gone so heavily towards like stains and balms and things that just last longer, look more natural. At the end of the day, I want this brand to be something that I'm really passionate about using myself. So I kind of am excited that I'm not going into other categories now. I'm just focusing on mascara, because then it means I still have motivation to try all these fun products and lip liners and stuff, which I probably would have been less inclined to do had I had my own products, because you obviously want to be promoting them when you are doing your makeup. I'm going to use the other color, the original color that I had, just to show you on the bottom lip. Yeah, it's a great color too. It's just a bit more red. But again, I haven't actually used this before any makeup. I've always used these after foundation, which doesn't make any sense when I think about it now. I can give them both a try on different days after I've applied foundation, see what happens. I need something oily on my lips. Let's try the SHEGLAM Jelly Wow Tinted Lip Oil. I have another one of these in a different shade. It looks horrible, but it's actually really nice. This one is in the shade Pinky Swear. Very, very cute, very cute. And the other one was in the shade Hot Shot. Let me do half my lips with the new one and half with the old one, and you can see the difference. These aren't scented either, so if you don't like scents, you will like this. And they're a beautiful formula. So subtle. I'm trying not to talk with my lips touching each other because I know it'll mix. Like, look how subtle this is. Considering the color in the tube, it's a beautiful shade. So that is the slightly more, almost shows up a little bit more cool toned berry, but also not really. And that's pink, the red color. Glasting Melting Balm. I'm assuming this is another combination of words. There isn't any English, so it's just an oil, I think. This is in the shade 02. Oh, that's cute. Oh, it's actually a bit more of a reddish shade. Oh, it's interesting. Why did I choose this shade? It must have looked more like a berry shade. I don't really wear this kind of color, so I might see what other shades they've got. I don't know why that one was the one that I went with. The photos just must have been confusing. I do my best. I wonder if you can kind of shear it down too. If I just wipe off the outside, because I forget what these formulas are like, so I just apply them all the same, but then some of them are obviously more pigmented than others, like this one. Oh, that's so nice. Actually, maybe it will be fine with foundation on, because that when I just take some of the edge off it a bit, it's not as intense. Colorgram Fruity Glass Tint. This is 1004 Pink Gloss. I was really confused when I first started buying Asian Beauty, because a lot of the pictures on the listings had this pop of color on the center of the lips, and then they looked really glossy, which I loved, but then when I brought them home, they didn't apply like that, and I was like, I'm missing something. And I think this is what it is. They apply a color in the center and then use a gloss on top to kind of make it look kind of wet on the outside. Anyway, we'll see. Ooh, that applicator. Look at this applicator. It's like a silicone little thing, which I kind of love, because then it doesn't absorb all of the color from whatever you're putting this on top of. And then, oh my god, I love this so much more, because the issue that I have with clear glosses is that, like I was just saying, you're putting it on top of something else normally, right? You're not, it's
infrequent that you'll be like applying it on its own. Sometimes, but not often. Most people wouldn't be. If I was putting this on top of a really bright lip product like that color, and then I'm wiping it all over that thing, and then the doe foot is getting covered in that color, and then I'm putting it back into a clear gloss, I'm just slowly changing the color of this gloss over time and mixing it all in, and it's just gross. Whereas this, because of this like silicone bit, I could just wipe that off like this, wipe whatever I had on it from my lips, yep, like that, and now it's clean again. And now I can dip it back into this, and it's not going to affect the color of the gloss. So that's just a plain gloss, but it has a bit of a shimmer in it, which, I don't know. I've always been on the fence about shimmering lip glosses, like glitter in lip glosses. Let me actually show you that up close. I haven't done that yet. As long as it's not too obvious, I can live with that. Now when you take it off, you've got little specks of glitter on your lips left behind, which is okay, but I'm not in love with that. Last two, I'm not going to try both of them. I'm only going to try one color, but they're the SHEGLAM Pout Pillow Cushion Matte Liquid Lipstick. They do a gloss that I love, that I also used in that makeup, Christmas makeup video that I spoke about before. So I've got the shade Counting Sheep and Nod Off. I guess they're calling them sleepy things because they're called pout pillows. Yeah, try this one, which I'm hoping is going to be my kind of vibe, that kind of berry shade. Yeah, I'll show you while I'm here. Oh yeah, so this is Pout Pillow Lip Gloss. This is one that I love. This color is stunning. It's called Sweet Dreams with a Z. Oh, I hate this process. Squeezing the product into the applicator. How do I do this? I actually had that problem with this one, but now it's like not leaking, but a lot of it is seeping into the cushion on top, which is actually a good thing because it makes it easier for me to apply. I don't have to squeeze it, it's kind of doing the hard work for me. Now I feel like you would just apply this in the center and then kind of blend it out. I can actually tell if I'm applying anything to my lips right now, or if I'm just pressing my lips so they're getting flushed. But if I draw it on my skin, it's coming out a little bit, but not much. So this is how one of the ways they did it was like kind of buffing it to the outside of the lip line, which I love. I'm pretty sure that is definitely the colour on my lips. Oh, it definitely is long lasting. And then let's see how it looks with a gloss on top, shall we? Just gonna wipe that off a little bit into a tissue to get that off. I mean, obviously that product was matte, so kind of defeating the purpose of it, but just trying it out. That's the colour. Now let's have a look at the mascara. Again, this says the primer on it. Can you tell a difference? I can't really tell a huge difference because my lashes do hold a curl pretty well with my eyelash curler and my mascaras, but I mean, you can kind of tell at the very end here, these lashes, both of them are going up, but this one is just angled up a little bit more than this one is. These lashes are going a bit more directly up, aren't they? Compared to these ones, which are still curled. You can see they're still curled. You can see the way that I've curled them, but slightly more outwards. Then I've just got to try and remove it and see how it goes once it's been removed. I might take you along on my iPhone when I go to remove my mascara. I might actually go and do it now, get all this stuff off my face. But I'll say goodbye now. I'll do all the formalities now. Goodbye, thank you for watching. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Here's how the makeup looks in natural lighting. The highlight. Why does it look so much nicer in the mirror than it does in the camera? Lip colour looks so nice. Take the lips off first. Let's wet the lashes. So that looks normal so far. Okay, let's take off the normal side. It should just glide straight off, which it has. So that's all gone. Now let's try this side. Okay, yeah. The mascara is coming off. However, it's not all coming off. You can kind of see. I'm hoping this Ordinary, don't mind, I burnt myself on a baking pan when I was taking garlic bread out of the oven. I've been trying to put all these balms on it and stuff, just trying to prevent it from scarring. I hope it doesn't scar. Alright, I've got the Ordinary Squalane, I think it is Squalane cleanser, but this is kind of like oily. I don't know if it's going to be oily enough. So it's kind of coming off on my fingers like a traditional mascara was. I'm covering my face so that the camera stops focusing on it. So that's interesting. Oh yeah, and you can see it's gone all smudgy around my eye. But I can still feel it, so I just really hope it's going to come off. Get the rest of my makeup and sunscreen off. Face wash to do a double cleanse. Okay, my lips are still like nice and bright. Now I'm curious if that has gotten rid of everything. I think it actually did, which is great. Now how do they feel? Yeah, they feel normal again. So that's good to know. My normal, like, kind of oily cleanser will remove that. But I still definitely want to create my own version. That is looking pretty good. I'll keep on using that and see how it goes.